Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is L. I'm going to be bringing a domination match in the map raid. I'm going to be using the gold FAL with target finder in stock. Let's get into it. So I'm going to be jumping into this game a little bit late, but that's no problem because I'm just going to, kind of come up into this window and try to pick people off going to B domination because I see that they're really pushing for B domination. I think they just captured it. So right now I think my teammates are really focused on trying to get back B domination and also trying to avoid getting C domination or A domination taken from them, because I think right about here is we get a UAV soon, and don't know, never mind. Anyway, so what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to dig myself in and try to get some defensive kills right here, so I can start up getting to my lightning strike and just trying to get my score streaks rolling, because score streaks definitely help out when just getting your team going and getting your team to play more aggressive objectively. And right there, if you guys didn't notice, okay, look, back there just a few seconds ago, I tried to actually pick this guy off from down below to my left, and I wasn't able to pick that guy up, so I tried to go all the way around, and I went onto that window, and I was still unable to pick him off, so I went all the way around over to here, and I still wasn't able to pick him off. So unfortunately, I don't think I picked up a kill. But right here, I get to pick up that sniper kill, and then I'm gonna reload my guns before I go out into the open, because I find that it's smart to reload when you can, not when you have to. It really helps, because if you're gonna try to go into a gunfight, and if you end up going into more than one gunfight, you might end up running out of ammo, because what I find for most guns is that it's pretty much like 1 to 2 kills per clip. It's very difficult for you to get more than 1 to 2 kills with, with in one clip, like excluding shotguns. Well, I guess just for assault rifles and submachine guns, it's very difficult to get more than 1 or 2 kills with a in one clip. Because I know, snipers, shotguns, and LMGs, those are totally different. They get a ton of kills with one clip. But anyway, jumping back into the gameplay, I'm actually really trying to push for this B domination point. See if I'm trying to spread the enemy team very thin so that they're unable to protect this B domination point. But unfortunately, they had a whole bunch of attack inserts right there, and I died because you know when people attack insert, they pretty much just spawn. Well, they do spawn where their attack insert is. So it's it. I didn't check that area because, well, I did check that area, but I didn't see anything. I did not realize there were attack inserts there. So unfortunately, I died because that guy spawned by attack insert, and I don't know. I feel like attack inserts really should just not be allowed in pub matches because they're really, really annoying. They pretty much ruin the spawning for whatever reason. And right here, this is a really bad play. I really shouldn't have jumped into the center like that, because if you looked at my radar, there were like 20, 30. There wasn't 20 or 30. There were like 3 or 4 people in there, and I jumped in there to try to kill one person, and I ended up getting killed by like everybody. But anyway, that was just not a smart play. And going back to my original tangent of shoot. Uh, you know what? I'm just gonna jump back into the gameplay. So right here, I'm actually trying to clear out this area so our team can push into the center area to try to capture B domination. And right here, there's so many people. And oh, going back, this reminds me of my original tangent. Is attack inserts ruin spawning. Like if you don't, if you play without attack inserts, the spawning is relatively, like, it's decent. But once you throw attack inserts in there, uh, it kind of ruins the spawning, because the spawning isn't as sporadic, it isn't as reliable, where people won't spawn behind you, people will spawn on their attack inserts, and that's just not a fun thing, because, yeah, if there's a attack insert behind you didn't see, well, you're screwed. But, yeah, I just feel like attack inserts should not come back in the next game. But that's just my 2 cents. I'm gonna jump back into the gameplay. Anyway, so I'm going into this first round with a lightning strike, and you notice I'm not going to pick up those points on A domination, and the reason for this is just because I'm going to try to push towards the center and see if I can set up, set up perch in this window, try to dig in a little bit so that if the enemies come this way, I'll be able to pick up some points from people trying to push for B domination. And unfortunately, I'm actually unable to get any kills with, or any kills by setting up here. So I try to, push a little bit farther into the spawn and see if I can get some more traffic. And fortunately, I was able to. And right here, I want to pause it just to point out how I went around this van with my side up, and I'm using this van as cover. That was a really smart play. It also allowed me to pick up these 2 kills because I was able to get that the kills and get the points, and it was a smart play, and it also helped. As I said before, it also allowed me to get some traffic because I pushed towards the center a little bit, and I was able to pick off people coming out from their spawn, and overall, that was just a really good play. Um, anyway, I'm going to jump back into the gameplay. So right here, I'm actually going to, I'm trying to push into their spawn really, really hard so that my teammates are able to, push for B domination and capture B domination. But unfortunately, I think my team pushed a bit too far, so the spawn's flipped. So I'm going to try to pick up the points on C domination by capturing it, and I'm going to push back towards B dominations to see if I can clear it out for my teammates, because I found that, playing objective is really good, but you have to play objective safe, like, from a safe distance. You don't want to play overly aggressive because that ends badly and it doesn't normally help out with getting longer kill streaks or living longer, or getting better gameplays for that matter. But if you know, like, how to play it safely, like, from a safe distance where, you can pick off people so that you clear out the objectives so that your teammates can do it, or you go in a big group so that it's really easy to protect yourself. And for the most part, you won't be getting picked off from random people from like that are just sometimes if you go into like try to play the objective on your own and you end up getting like double or triple team, it's very difficult to like come back from that. It's very difficult to try to you know like live through the double or triple team, and that's kind of why I try to play what do you call it conservative objective playing. I know before I've been playing really aggressive, but I've found that when you play more conservative, it's a lot easier to get gameplays, and it's a lot easier to live longer and get longer kill streaks. And right there, I thought I was inside the room. That's lag comp for you. I really thought I was inside the room. I think maybe if I hadn't tried to pick off that sniper in their spawn, I probably would have lived longer and been able to, pick up my second lodestar. But unfortunately, I wasn't smart enough to realize that I shouldn't be shooting at people when I'm EMP'd, especially because when you're EMP'd, you're pretty much at a disadvantage because, your sight, especially if you're using target finder, because your sight doesn't really work. There's nothing for you to use as like a reticle, so you just have to pretty much go off of where the center of your screen is, and that's a pretty bad disadvantage. Plus, you don't have a heads-up display, so you don't have a map, you don't know where the enemies are coming from, you don't know where people with unsuppressed weapons are shooting at from, and overall, it's not that great of a position. So really, that was not that great of a play. I shouldn't have been, I really shouldn't have played so aggressively. I should have waited for the EMP grenade to wear off, and I should have waited for, I just should have waited for me to get back so that I was at least at equal with the other person. But, that was just a mistake that uh, could have could have prevented, actually did prevent me from doing better than I actually could have. But that's kind of just part of the learning process, especially in Call of Duty, is learning from your mistakes and just becoming a better player because you know what not to do and what to do when and where, and just overall it helps you do better as a player if you learn from your mistakes, because not everybody is going to be like perfect at knowing when and where to do what, and just overall it's just you should make mistakes. That's a good thing, but it's also a learning experience. So that's just something. That's just my 2 cents. This gameplay is wrapping up, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Final score was 43-4. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, share. Have a nice day, and God bless.